Hey everybody, how's it going? How's everybody doing tonight? On this glorious Thursday night or Friday morning, depending on your time zone. So the results are in, actually. For the poll, I mean, it was a pretty close race, but in first place, just past Jet Set Radio, which was, the two of them were almost tied for a minute, but in first place we have the Stanley Parable, and so that's what we're going to be playing tonight. And I am actually pretty glad that this game actually won, because it means that we're probably going to finish, because Stanley Parable, from what I've heard, is actually pretty short. Like, it's around the same length as something like Turnip Boy. So we're probably going to finish it and Danganronpa at around the same time, which means we can just have, like, one poll for the next two games, and so, like, whichever, like, the top two contestants of the next two games that we do, which we haven't done that since, like, September. Or, excuse me, October. But, yeah, no, this should be another relatively short one. And I have really not heard anything. I don't really know much about this game other than, like, the fact that it exists, and also that GIF that I used on the link to this. I'm aware of that meme. But that's really about it. So I guess we might as well go ahead and start. Because I don't know what I'm getting myself into here. I guess I've heard it's a very funny game as well, which kind of falls in line with, again, Turnip Boy. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the music down. There we go. Turn the music off. I'll assume this is gonna be 16 by 9, so where's the... where did I put it? There we go. Yes. Now, I hope we're not gonna, it's not gonna, okay, so it's in widescreen. That's not great. Hopefully you guys can still hear this. Yeah, I'll put on subtitles, confirm. Hey, the Stanley Parable before, no. Please just the slider until the computer is barely visible, okay. I'm hoping that eventually we can get to a pause screen or something. So the computer is barely visible? Wow, I have to slide it all the way to the left. That's very funny. Confirm. And the current time? I don't like how you guys can't see any of that. Like, if I can... frick? All I want to do... I mean, I guess technically, hold on. Because I can make it so that you guys can see this, right? Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, okay. So until I get to like a pause menu, this is what we're gonna have to do. So, for a little bit, I can't actually see chat. But eventually, I'm sure we'll get to a point where we can make it picture-in-picture for me. That should be good, though. Okay, there we are. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. We'll keep it like that for now. What even is the time? Well, I mean, obviously, yeah, 11 p.m. Confirm. No, accessibility settings can't be accessed from the main menu. Okay. Yes, there we go. You are playing Stanley Parable the Ultimate, the Ultra Deluxe. I like how it's just constantly does that. Oh, jeez, what's that background noise? Settings. Video. No, you're not doing that. Windowed. Windowed. You not... You... Oh, okay. Didn't know. 4x4. Is it not gonna... Oh, it's applied resolution, duh. What was applied resolution? Window. No. Window. Yes. Apply. Okay, there we go. Oh, but then I have to... Okay. I think... Heckin' balls. Okay, let's go... with... I don't know what that is, but sure. Okay. But that's not that great. How about... that? That's... a little bit better. But I'm also worried because... Okay. Alright, let's see how this... Yes! Okay. That's good. Except for when the... Okay. Why is it suddenly just bigger? I didn't make it bigger on it. This is dumb. Apply resolution. This is stupid. Why is it like that? This hasn't happened with any other game. When I make... There we go. Okay. Yes, keep it that way. Alright. There. I don't know what was up with that. There we go, though. That should be good. Yes, okay. Alright. Yes, 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 yes. Alright. Let me know if the volume is okay. The volume should be alright. But you never know. I guess controls. It's just that, yeah, I might as well just go ahead and use the regular keyboard controls. Back. I don't know about you, but let's begin the game. The end is never. Alright, let's see this freaking thing.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Jeez.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Okay.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions. call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Finally has a sense of self-worth. Oh, and I just get to play! Oh, that's such a smooth transition. Dang. It didn't even, it looked like it was still part of the pre-rendered cutscene. Wow. That's very funny. I do want to very quickly... Here we go, do that. Wow. Also, it's very... Like... Okay. The, like, mouse sensitivity is very... very big. Is there... I don't... What button is pause? I would love to know what button is pause. I don't know. Okay, we're going in. It's... What time is it? Is there... No, you can't zoom. Oh! It actually displays... Oh, that's funny. I think it is actually displaying what time it is currently? But it's... No, that's not 11:12. That's 10... That's almost... That's very, very close to what time it actually is, but it's not. I am very surprised that that's, I think, an accurate clock. It's 10, like, 55 is what that actually is. I wonder if that's just a coincidence, or if... Damn. Not really a way to, like, pick up objects or anything. It's just walking around for now. Huh. 428. 429, yeah.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I'm surprised he even, like, knows co-workers or has, like, seen them, because you'd think that would be a very isolating job. And they also, I think, all have the same job, by the way. I don't know why they just get, like, little cubicles. I get, like, my own room. I guess we'll go there, though. Jeez, how big is that? If these are the 400s, and they just keep on, like, goddamn. I'll bet our ultimate goal is to, like, escape from here, and so the numbers can be used to, like, track our progress. That would be funny.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh. Well. Well. Obviously, this is going to tempt me.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay. I'm actually going back. I'm actually going higher up in the numbers. Alright, here we are.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Alright.
It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
It keeps on going?
To get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Well, but, like, there's still more. You're making this really... Can you just keep on going?
Following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
How long does this keep on going for? Caution, do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. Can I just keep on not going the way I'm supposed to? This is crazy. I know there are, like, multiple endings, so I assume maybe if you just keep on going down this path, it results in its own ending. I don't know if I'm gonna get, like, all of the endings, but I at least want to get, like, what's considered the normal or, like, good ending. So this is what we did for Undertale, after all. We didn't do, like, every optional thingy, but just, like, what I was satisfied with, I guess. Danger, event access for trained employees only, climb at your own risk. Can I fall off of this? Oh no. Oh.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Okay. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
I do
be?
kind of wish that it didn't
Stanley decided to go
repeat.
to the meeting
Because I do
room.
actually want to go back,
Perhaps he
because
had
I
something
didn't mean to
clever.
do that. I guess it is funny that you can actually... Alright.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley
I want to
knew
go back and
perfectly
explore that
well.
area, though.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room.
Wait.
What a gorgeous,
Wait, this isn't the same as
gorgeous
before, I think.
room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
It's different. They're different dial. That's cool. Jeez, I wonder how much they
But
recorded.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't.
I
5
want to...
years
Fuck
ago.
this. I want to go over here. Warning, do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift. 1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift. 5,000. I guess we'll go.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
No.
I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
What?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Whew. Screw it, I'm going. And it's just a dark room with nothing. Okay. What?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Is there any way to... I don't think there's any way for me to open doors. It's like, I guess... We'll open up... Okay. Who is that? Wait, what? Oh, this is an apartment.
Is that you?
What?
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you?
Jesus.
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something.
What?
Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Okay. Sure.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Wait, what? Good morning, employee 427, press R on your keyboard. What does that
Stanley
do?
is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Please press G. You know what? No, I'm not pressing G. I'm not. I won't even press a single button on the controller. Nope. I ain't pressing G. I'm not. You're not gonna get this out of me. No way, Jose. Although now I'm wondering... Surely there's something if you don't actually press the buttons. Surely. Surely they wouldn't... Ah, come on. Come on, wouldn't they... That feels like... Maybe because I pressed the first key, that just automatically invalidated it. If there was something, then I missed it. Probably. Okay, G.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
Okay.
Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Please press G. Okay.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
There's M to watch TV. Okay.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
This is a really cruel game, isn't it?
Excited him terribly.
Or to spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
There's O to prepare dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to
for some reason the texture changed.
Paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that
look.
weaved in many directions.
My brain didn't even register this. Now, like, half the room is like...
Stanley Parable.
Tell you a kid's story. Now, like, the room is slowly turning into an office building.
A wonderful fantasy. And so in his head, he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Tell your wife you love her. I honestly don't want to, but I already tried it once and it didn't really work, so I think I'm just stuck down this.
How could there possibly be?
Yeah.
In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
Alright.
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself.
Okay, screw you, dude.
He won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here...
But I didn't do what you told me to do.
How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
But question nothing. Okay, well then no, I won't. I won't. I tried doing this before and nothing happened, so... See? They're like leading on to me wanting to do something, but no? I'm not pressing G, and yet the game's insistent. Okay.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button.
Jeez!
And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button.
What?
And I tried...
Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Sure. I guess that's one of the endings then, because it doesn't seem like there's any way out of that. I tried not pushing one of those buttons. It did not work. Maybe it has to just be more specific.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna enter the door on the left this time. I don't really think I can explore that any further, sadly.
There was not a single person here either.
Do not alter without consulting
Feeling
Whiteboard
a wave
Manager.
of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
4XS. Ball planning. Geez, meeting schedule. There's a lot here. Marketing Mondays. This is like a work schedule. Okay. Financial panic meeting. Termination Tuesdays. What to do about 432? Well, what's the significance of 432? Also, the door shot behind me. I want to go there now that I've said that. 9 o'clock. Don't tell 432 about the meeting. 4-5 meeting, yeah. Huh. What is even like the point of this company? Never gonna learn that. Push for funding for R&D of new copy machines, standardized graphics, 4 gems wide. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Synergized papers, hire someone to synergize papers. Papers too synergized, fire paper guy. Hire someone to fire the paper synergizing guy. Who moved my guest? Please keep the targets on the topic of something that's smudged. The future was yesterday, tomorrow is now. Tomorrow, complete the day's unfinished agenda items. Right next day's agenda. Reflect. That's funny. Oh my god. Jim, after all that. Tips for... Oh, there's so much stuff to frickin' read. Bi-quarterly post-review. We need less reviews. Get rid of the death sport portion of the primary review schedule, but I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers, more water cooler heaters. Charts need to be more hip to appeal to a teenage demographic. By need to put in teenage demographic. Big net, some sort of child trap. A lot of percentage space between teenagers. I mean, the idea's been renaming of the idea's been firing of me. Oh, this is a treat. What do people want? Things. Happy feelings, violent James, you are fired. Money, more money, things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs about things and money. We have our new product. This is awesome. Oh, jeez, I was gonna read this, but this is actually changing. Solving interpersonal conflict. If you ever find yourself in conflict with an employee like yourself, but we're inclined towards conflict. Why are there so many parentheses within parentheses? Now you're both of them. What are your dreams for the future? Nature success, talk radio, transcend, mitosis, a boat, spring break, metaphors, clear skin, comatose, lunch, talk less, do unbelievable, don't get fired. I think it loops after this one, though. Nope. Okay. How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take out passive aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel on all the text. This will ensure a calm and productive work environment. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Surely there aren't that many more. No, number of slides on this slide. Charts, and slides. Rate which charts on the same slide depict the same information. There's an increase in graphs per slide. I thought these were repeating. The boss appreciation minute. On your boss appreciation minute worksheet, circle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. Fill out in triplicate and return to your boss appreciation specialist. Okay, there we go. Now it's finally repeating. Synergize. God, this is so much. Oh, this. Okay, I know what this is. If I can open it. There we go. I know what this is. I've actually seen this before. This is like the one part of the game that I've actually seen. And I want to see if I can do
Stanley
this.
stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No. I know this, I've seen this part before. Because if you stay here...
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to stay here.
And then eventually...
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Oh my god.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
It's funny how the broom closet is actually like a labeled
You
broom
realize
closet.
there's no choice or anything in here, right?
With like big bold
If I'd
letters.
said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
And it's crazy that there's even more, but
This
yeah.
is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my
The different
favorite."
tags.
I hope your friends find this concerning.
I've never seen that before. I think when I saw this clip the first time, there were no
Stanley
subtitles.
was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
No, I'm not. I'm walking back and
Got to this
forth.
broom closet, explored it a bit, and we're just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Nope. Still here. Is that it? Is that it? I think that might be it. I think that might actually be it. Or it's really, really long, but I think there isn't going out.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Oh, wait a minute. I just realized. What if I...
You too? Unbelievable. At the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to.
I've never seen this
Fungus?
before.
Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Is this it? It might be. I think that's it. Okay. Okay, there we go. I think that's it. Alright. Oh my god. I mean, I guess it is a shame that I had already...
Stanley walked upstairs to his...
It is kind of a shame that I've already seen most of that, but that is genuinely so funny to me. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, I ain't doing that. I'm going down. Oh, 11, 12. Holy crap, this is actually... That's actually really... Okay, that's actually really close to the beginning, even though we only went down, like... Oh, no, we didn't. Yeah, I guess we did technically go down 4 floors. Nothing over here. There's a piece of paper that I want to pick up and read, but I guess not. Yeah, no. Fuck it, I'm gonna go out of here.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He
Yes.
considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Oh my god, 11,
All
12.
because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange
I tried-
observations.
Is this
For
the
example,
entrance?
why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically
Yeah.
behind him wherever he went?
Alright.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
How
Very
familiar?
simply repeating. No, Stanley said to himself.
Well, no,
this is
actually, they
all
aren't.
Too strange.
Well,
this can't be
are
real.
they?
And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming! He yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job.
Oh.
He wasn't crazy after all.
Oh, okay.
And he thought to himself,
Oh.
I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons.
Oh.
Might as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So,
I see how it is.
imagined himself flying.
I'm kind of glad that I
Began
stalled
to
on this, because I
gently
wonder how
float
long this is going to go.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun. And Stanley marveled that he had
Oh,
still
it's
not
now an
forgotten.
actual starfield. That's
How was
funny.
he remaining so lucid? And then
I
perhaps
think.
the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's
Yeah, no, it's
head.
literally just...
One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice...
How long
is
is this gonna
always
go on
in
for?
dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley
Also, the
simply
music is
deceiving
picking
himself,
back up.
believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for anything? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
My finger's gonna hurt from just
Hearing the
pushing
voice
up
speak
this whole
to
time.
himself was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain beyond a
Ow.
doubt
I
that this
switched to
was, in
another
fact, a
finger. It's
dream.
hurting.
Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago?
Yeah, I
How
did.
else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control.
Like-
that this was a dream.
Yeah, no, they do close behind him.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the
Oh,
blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over.
I'm not controlling
Let me
anything,
go
right?
back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal.
It's starting to get kind of
Everything
creepy.
is fine. I am okay.
Ugh. Oh. Was it actually all a dream?
Stanley began screaming. Please,
Oh.
someone, wake me up.
Oh.
My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am
Oh.
real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I
Oh,
must be. Can
God.
anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
Oh, God.
And everything went black.
Oh. Okay.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Wait, what?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a
What?
man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, For just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
Ew.
I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real.
Okay,
and
this is
what
actually really creepy.
It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Didn't she call the ambulance? They mentioned that briefly, but I don't think she actually did. Okay. You're just
All
always
of
sent
his
back to
co-workers
here.
were gone.
Oh my god.
What did it mean?
I'm
Stanley
surprised with
decided to
how
go to
many
the
of these,
meeting.
like, optional
Perhaps he
endings
had
I'm just
simply missed the
finding,
memo.
like, all on my own. I didn't think I would be, but I've already found 2, apparently.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a
Maybe I'll
single
just end up
person
finding
there
all the
either.
endings, like, just
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
not even on
Stanley
purpose, just
decided
by
to go up
coincidence.
to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright. Go up here. No way of opening these doors, so I guess we're going further up then. Oh, jeez. Executive bathroom. I want to go in here. I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say, that's a lovely purse. That doesn't rhyme. Not even with a British accent that rhymes, which, I mean, I don't think that the actual characters in this are, like, English, but okay. Extreme bathrooms. Oh, I wish I could read the smaller text, but no. Oh, and I love how I'll bet that that's obscured just because they couldn't actually make it Time Magazine for, like, copyright reasons. So they had it so that one letter's obscured, so it just says I'm. That's fine. That's a clever way of doing that. That's actually really, really clever. Oh, man. I also don't know why there's a picture of, like, a highway, like, framed, and it's also, like, I think I saw that painting earlier, too. Okay. I don't know why the I don't know why the windows are just blinding white. Where do we even go? Yeah, seriously, where do we... Is it here? I feel like that would be where we're actually supposed to go, because the door was open. So I want to go down here. Random... A business strategy and someone holding a gun to a panda. Alright. Ooh, an elevator. Okay, so yeah, no, this isn't where we're supposed to go. Oh, finally, there's a cursor on screen. This wasn't here before. I think it's only here because we can actually... Can we actually control this elevator? Oh, we can pick these up, I think. Or, no? It's like glowing. I thought we could pick it up. Okay, sure, let's go up if we can. What the hell? I'm surprised the game is letting us, to be honest. Or that the narrator hasn't said anything yet. Boom chicka boom chicka boom chicka boom chicka boom 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 chicka boom chicka boom chicka boom boom chicka boom chicka boom 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 bada boom bada boom bada boom. I guess while I'm here, I might as well, because this is taking a while actually. That I was talking with the person who's commissioning my 2D VTuber model, and I got to see the first glimpse of it, like the actual sketches, and I don't want to spoil anything, but so far I'm really, really pleased with it. It looks super duper good. And I don't know how long it's going to take, but I will say they are like partway through, like finishing the actual design with like coloring and shading and everything. So if you wanted to know the actual how far they are along in the process, it's that. Also, this is taking a very long time. Is it? You there? Were we supposed? Oh. This elevator doesn't go anywhere, does it? Not even if you go down. It's just... okay. It doesn't move at all. It's just an empty room. Alright. There's... oh, I want to read that. I wish there was a zoom in function, because all the text in this game is so small.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of
There's a
any
piano
human
here.
life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Oh. Well, now you're gonna make me... Oh. There... okay, that was awkward.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
I wanna wait
Trying
here.
to input anything on the device was useless.
I think it was
since he could
2845.
never possibly know
Yeah.
that the combination was 2845.
No. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Nope.
2845.
Nope. What is this? Certificate of pompousness? I think that's what that says.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Oh, this is awesome. Okay, so this whole thing opens and we go walk in here. Sure. What else? I hope there's like a way to pause this game and save it, by the way, because I still haven't figured that out. And like, oh jeez, where do we go? We could go over there. We could also go around here. Although, nah, I think we have to go down here. Okay, we'll go. Hopefully this actually makes us go down. It does. Good. Good. Okay, there's a loading screen. Nice.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh, I guess. I almost want to go back up the way I came. Can I do that? I can!
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
I didn't think it would let me. There's another loading screen. Okay. Is this lead to another ending? That would be cool. Okay, what now what? Same as before, I think. These doors
Here
are
we
still
are,
closed.
Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's
Yeah.
still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
I'm gonna say anything else? I almost want to input the code now that at this point, because it was 8, 4, 5. Oh, was it 2, 8, 3, 2, stuff. Of course, now when I need it, that's when I don't remember what it is. Wow. Maybe even when I am pressing it right, now that the door's open, it still counts as wrong. That would make sense. That would be funny, though.
Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
Hell yeah.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he?
Nope. Let's go.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No.
Hell
It's
yeah.
time once again to go back up in the
Back
elevator.
up the elevator.
I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's
Up
office
the
again?
elevator,
Or
up the
what if
elevator.
It's the boss's office this time. The suspense is killing me.
This is probably some kind of like a meme going up and down this elevator so often. I'll bet it is. And I'm just unaware of it. Hey, would you look at that boss's office? Oh.
Oh my god. It's the boss's office.
That sting.
This absolutely changes everything.
That musical sting was
time
awesome.
out here for a minute while I process this.
Oh, this is awesome.
Okay, I'm ready. Prepare to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No, I need more time to process.
Oh, this is awesome. I'm already really liking this so far. I like how that duck almost looks like it has like feet, like legs and feet,
I have
because of
fully
its
come to
stand.
terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Oh lord, I really want to look up like who did that now. Like, I wonder if he's done like other things or if he's just known for just this.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it.
I think even though he's not actually doing anything, he's slowly going and saying, not me. Like, I'm fucking with him at this point.
That has grown stale and repetitive.
Is the crazy thing. Oh my god. Okay, now what? Now what? Now what? Okay, now is it over? Now is it over? Now it might actually be over, okay. Wait.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's
Oh?
the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill.
He's going
I simply
crazy.
don't want to let that feeling
I don't
go.
even think he's being-
It's so
he's, like,
precious, so fleeting.
Exaggerating.
Why don't we take
Or like
this
joking
elevator
around.
ride
I think he's
nice
actually...
and slow.
How is he in control of his
There
elevator?
we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley? It seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation of the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises?
This is the most like
to have the
self-reflectist
things to
game
anticipate
ever.
and then to marvel
Most
at
like
the
commentary-based,
eventual
like fourth
This
wall-breaking
is
game I think I've ever
storytelling, Stanley.
played.
What you and I
That's
are
the best way I
doing
can put
right
it.
now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years.
No, not really.
And it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley. Because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you.
I think we're almost there.
Oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference
Wait,
for
what?
you, so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling
Wait,
and
actually?
your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning.
We're almost
they
there.
really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good, we're here.
Oh! Oh, this is different. Oh, he's not
The
kidding.
room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
Okay. Sure, I'm really glad okay. Live on, I love the reflection work here. Live on stage, Stanley, all eyes on Stanley. World's healthiest human being, all tricks revealed. How he did it, the pyramids, live, the guy that went to Mars. Did those people consent to having the real photos in there, or are they just like stock photos? What's that? Image, another stock photo. I'm assuming that's what these are, just like random stutter shock photos or something. Okay, here we are. An evening with world peace, baby. It's the Stanley Parable
Yes,
Stanley
here it
tonight
is,
live on
just
stage.
through this door.
Stage door. I want to go like past these little. Yeah, Stanley from the Stanley Parable tonight on stage. Oh, this is awesome. Can I go in here? No. Okay. What's this? Storyteller. I can't read the rest of that. A Q&A with the world's first sentient machine. Doing great. A conversation with Alexander the Great.
All right, are you ready?
To stage.
I've told them you're
Welcome,
going to
Stanley.
speak a little bit about the nature
Stanley
of
Ryder,
surprise
almonds
in
chair, gum table,
storytelling,
nut bar.
and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get them.
Aww. Do I have to go? Where am I going? This looks like the set, but I guess it's not. What else did he say? Indoors monthly. National... Oh, but that doesn't say geographic. National... Oh, it does? Okay, just straight up National Geographic, okay. I thought they covered up the letter on the Time Magazine poster to like get around copyright. I guess they can just do that. Up again, down again, the Stanley story. Because of the elevator. That's funny. Congratulations, Stanley. Remember where you come from. Your coworkers. Look at these little photos. Oh, I wish I could zoom in. They're so far away. Break a leg, champ, your boss. I love that little doodle there. Gosh, I wish I could zoom in. Oh my goodness. Or if I had better eyesight. Apparently I wrote a book at some point. I guess it's up here. Doing great. Okay, those are the same as before. The Lord. The dude who came up with pizza. Sure, let's go here, I guess. Oh, hello. Hi. Yes. Hey there. Stanley. Yes, hello. I don't like how there's... Uh-oh. Did I die? What happened? Oh, that was it. Okay. No. That was not it. This is different. Okay, it looks...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Wait, but it's...
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait. Oh, okay, no, okay. No, I did restart. For a second, I was like, hold on, no, this room from before isn't, like, the room that I was in. But no, it is, it is. I just flat out missed this room, honestly.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
But no! No. That is actually different. That starting room was actually different. No, it was. Seriously, it was. I wonder why.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase,
Yeah.
Stanley walked
I wonder what that was
upstairs
about.
to his boss's office.
Huh. Okay. You know, this game is probably, like, remarkably short if you just do everything that the narrator tells you to do,
Stepping
funnily
into
enough.
his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it be?
I honestly forget what it is.
Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind.
Yeah, this is different from before.
Desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind
Yeah.
the boss's desk.
This is different.
What could his purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried.
Why are
below
these, like,
his
different
feet.
attempts
And
of the
so
same?
The boss had assigned it an extra
That's
secret
crazy.
PIN number 2845.
Oh, that's what it was, 2845.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random
Yeah.
buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay. Oh boy. Do.
Stanley walked straight ahead.
'Cause I don't
to the
think there's
large
anything
door
else. I'm
that
pretty sure
read
that just ended where it
Mind
was. That
Control Facility.
mind control facility. Oh. Okay. She's just gonna
Although this
drop
passageway had the word
on me,
escape
make that?
written on it,
Okay.
The truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh. Wait, actually? Well, now I'm curious. How?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Like, I'm gonna do that.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I'm not gonna say why, or how, or what even is this? Oh, is this just like an elevator shaft? Okay, it is. Oh, but let me guess, this is just gonna... Okay. Oh. Oh, well, this didn't kill me.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was
Or
inched
will it?
closer and closer to his demise, it reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture.
Oh,
He
it's
doesn't know
okay.
the real story. Trapped forever in his narrow vision of
Can't
what
I just, like,
this
jump
is.
to the other,
Perhaps
to
his
over
death
there or
would have been
something?
a great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Jeez.
So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent
Can't I, like,
end
do-
to
make a
his
jump
brief
over
and
there?
shallow life.
Surely I
Farewell,
can.
Stanley.
But, okay.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal ball.
What?
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Or not? This is actually kind of freaking me out. What's going on? Did the narrator die and not me? The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Okay. Well, except that I can keep on going here. What is
When
this?
every path you can walk has been created for you
That's
long
just
in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
Okay.
Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Good lord. Is this like the game's test room? Is that what this is? Yeah, this is literally... This is like the game's debug room. Look at this. This reminds me of, I haven't played any of these games, but this reminds me of, like, in the old Ratchet and Clank games, how, like, there was the Insomniac Museum, where it was literally just like an accessible test room of things that were unused in the game that you could actually access. Oh, you can crouch, apparently. What? Oh, apparently you can crouch by holding control. I just figured that out just by pressing it accidentally. But at no point have I ever needed to use this. I was also told that space was jump, but I still haven't been able to do that. You can't jump. No, seriously, we disabled it. Yeah, your first achievement award for getting any achievements that you're Holy crap. That's funny. Was there actually at first a jump button and then they got rid of it? I guess they got rid of it because there's no point in which you jump. Or they were using it for glitches or something. Office layout. The blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors with the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development, though the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. Okay. This is so much... I wonder if these are actual, like, notes, or if it's just, like... You know, to make sure the player reaches the two doors in a good time. Okay. Aww. I wonder if this is all, like, real, or if this is all staged. I think it must be real. Yeah, filing cabinets. This is so cool. The fact that we've all seen all this stuff already, too. The two doors. The set of the two open doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. The office. This is so meta, dude. Button sounds. A selection of the sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of a keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. I don't... Oh, I can press these buttons. Is this where the freaking 8 meme comes from? Because there's going to be an 8 button eventually? Probably. I'll doubt. Oh, credits. Oh. Okay, Kevin Brighting is the narrator. Okay. By Crow's Crow. I guess that's the name of the company. I'm assuming not a real person. Yeah, these are literally just the credits. It's just... This is so weird. Oh my god. There's a loading screen, solitaire, and employee database. Okay. This is so crazy. Where do we even go? We have multiple ways we can go. A whole ass. Jesus. Office clock. Boss's office. Screens from the development of the boss's office. This whole room is so big. I'm gonna get lost in here, I think. The lounge. Underground, early version of the underground portion of the game.
Perfect example of poor level design. Textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you'd pick up on intuitively if you had even the most fundamental understanding of good and bad.
Narrator outtakes. Kevin Brighting, the voice of the narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire game roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years of development. These are clips from early takes that were not used in the final game. That's crazy. Oh my god. I guess we'll go up here. This is just such a weird experience playing this game. Freedom ending. This was the very first incarnation of the freedom ending in the game's alpha. Oh, okay, so I guess spoilers. 12. I didn't get a chance to press it. It was so fast. Countdown desk. One of the desks from an early version of the countdown ending. Jeez, I'm getting, like, spoiled. Freedom ending as it existed in the beta. I won't, like, be able to press this button when it shows up. If I can. Also noticing it keeps on, the number on the screen keeps on going up. Or guess not. Countdown room, an early version of the countdown room. This is so weird. I wanna like... I'm seriously gonna get lost in here. Game's now paused, begin the game again, resume the game option menu. Oh, so the... Okay. So I love how I found the picture of the pause menu before I've actually found out the real pause menu, because I don't know what button to press is. For a long time, we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Unfortunately, very few players realized this is what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. Can you... Oh, it's... Oh, okay. Resume the game. Okay, begin the game again, settings, quit the menu. Gee, so I guess there is no save feature, technically. Escape menu, yeah, okay. Okay. I'll bet this is one of the few things that was, like, added in, like, for the... What is it, for the Ultra Deluxe version? Zending. This screenshot depicts an early version of the ending known as the Zending, which was eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. Zending model. The Zending went through many iterations. This rumor was the fourth version of the ending, and we thought it was complete, but decided to embed it and change again shortly before launch. I hope these aren't like these really aren't spoilers. The levers were originally a part of the Zending. The player would pull a lever, and the narrator would describe what color they had pulled. I'm so gonna get lost here. Meeting room. And... Obey, disobey. Oh, I see. Oh, interesting. Huh. This is... I have no words for this. This is just so weird. Disco. Where am I? The war zone? Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Oh my lord. Maintenance room. I think this goes back to the start. Okay, yeah, it does. Alright, back to the start. I need to find out how to actually escape here. I'm surprised I managed to get out of here, if being honest. Good lord. Yeah, because that's where we went. Okay. Monitor room elevator. The elevator room can go up or down, with freedom above and count down below. If it sounded too difficult to remember what was up and what was down, place the two endings together instead. Okay. Oh. I'll bet I'll have to, like, go over there, right? Is where I'm, like, quote-unquote supposed to go. Have I explored everything, then? I don't know. That goes back. This goes... This, I've never been here before. I assume these are different versions of Stanley's room. Yeah. Left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. The first was created in November 2011, March 2012, 3rd February 2013. You know, I mean, they're surprisingly different, actually. Yeah, huh. I mean, it goes to show a lot of work put into this game, you know? From Oho Tampio Oh. What is this? Narrator emails. After the second trailer we sent out, we asked people to email the narrator for questions. While we had initially planned to use these further promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of those emails. That's the... I want to see the response on this. Are these the emails or the responses? Oh, okay, I guess just the questions. Okay, okay. These are really funny, actually. Oh my god. I'm just totally absorbed in all of this. I need to get back to... I'll go into that dark room, though. Which was over here, yeah, okay. I don't think there's anything left to explore here. I think I've explored all of this big giant room.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
Okay.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me.
No.
You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
I'm stuck
Push
here.
escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this
Oh.
game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path.
Oh.
Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it.
No.
Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
There we go. If it's gonna respawn, there we go. Okay. Yeah, this is
All of
different.
his co-workers were gone. What could
Why
it
is
mean?
this?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, no,
Stanley
that's...
came to a set of two
I'm not
open
crazy,
doors.
right?
He
That's
entered the door
totally
instead.
different. Does that, like, change after a certain amount of attempts just to speed things up? I mean, maybe.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided
It's
to
just
go
odd,
up
though,
to
'cause it's
an
not like that
incoming
saves that
staircase.
much
Stanley
time.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Well, you respawn exactly where you left off.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze.
Is this gonna be
in
different
his
again?
tracks. Not a living soul.
Jesus,
anywhere.
again, there's like a variation
Could he
every
really be
single
all
time.
alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man.
I wonder
to
how many
take.
variations
He
there are.
fell
It's
to his
crazy.
knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay.
The acting
prone,
is really like
paralyzed
something to
by
praise for,
fear
but also like
nearly
the
a full
writing.
hour.
To think about it, just
When
how
at
much
last he
writing
began to move
was
about
in
and
this
survey
game.
the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could ever
Alright,
hope
just
to
tell me.
guess
I
it.
still don't remember what it is.
28.
Yeah, there we go.
45. Statistically, nearly impossible to guess blindly, ever.
There you go.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct
There you
code
go.
by sheer luck. Amazing.
I do kind of
He
wish there was a
stepped
way
into
to
the
like
newly opened passageway.
check back, because a similar game we played, Looking Up I See Only a Ceiling, last month, and it was very similar in the fact that it was very short, but just with like different pathways and endings. Actually, it was very similar in that way, but that one had a system where like there were like checkpoints and you can like go back to each of them, so that way you didn't have to waste time just going through the same parts, I guess.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control.
So yeah, I guess not
Facility.
there. So I guess over here.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed
Whoa.
with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Oh. Well, I mean... oh, he meant literally. Okay. Okay. Well, I don't think there's any other pathway, so over here. I mean, it is weird how there's no, like, save points,
Now
but I'm
the
assuming
monsters jumped to life,
it really isn't that
their
much.
true
Oh,
nature
Jesus.
revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
Good
and his
lord.
co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Good God. This is crazy. I guess we'll go here. Or press this
This
button.
mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his
I mean,
boring
duh.
job? That his emotions had been
Or, well, I mean, I guess, yeah,
manipulated to
mind
accept
control. I
it
mean, like,
by
obviously
me?
he'd been under someone's control as boss, but, like, yeah, I guess he was. I mean, if it was mind controlled, I don't know why he would have, like, the
No.
will to do all
He
this
refused to believe it.
himself.
He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it?
Not really.
Was it even
Not when you
possible?
phrase it like that. It's pretty
Had he
doable.
truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yes. Very clearly.
Was the proof. The heart of the
Oh.
operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very
It's
place.
all offline.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Oh, nice. What's in the center? Nothing. I don't. It looks like nothing, but it looks cool. Jeez, this is a big room. I feel like I'm getting kind of lost in here. Faculty power. Okay, so that's probably where you shut it off. Oh, here, more of those. More of those buttons. Mind controls idle waiting input. Where did everybody go? That still hasn't really been explained yet. Weirdly enough. It also doesn't look like there's any optional dialogue for just kind of waiting around this area, so I think we just have to go there. Console disabled. That looks like the Adult Swim logo. Apparently this is 521, this room. Yeah, I don't think... Unless this is a door. It is, actually, but you can't open it. Oh, well. You climb on top of it now. Alright. I think we just have to go forward. Been a while since we've had to do that. Haven't done that in a long time. Which is weird to say for this game. That's just what this game really is. I wonder how many people have, like, actually gone through the whole game the first time around, just doing everything the narrator tells you to do, and then after the fact, explored around, or if they're doing it like how I'm doing it, where I'm starting off it like that. I wonder how people's experiences
And when
are
at
different
last
like
he
that.
found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Or I could just sit here. Just sit back here, have a nice coffee, maybe. Maybe a snack. If the narrator's gonna say anything else. Anything at all. Anything at all. I'm not entirely sure. It actually doesn't look like it. Really? Okay. Oh my god. System power off or on. Do I dare turn it on? Of course I'm gonna turn it on.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself.
Yes.
Is that what you wanted? Control?
Loading mind control systems. Hell yeah.
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Oh.
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say...
Just making shit up.
Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time
Oh,
to shine.
God.
You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires.
Nope.
Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time.
That is
left
what you
to
had in
enjoy
mind. You
it.
just made it up.
Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going. I barely know where to start.
Oh my god.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right.
Wait,
I'm not
actually?
rude. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside,
Jeez.
or I let it burn to a crisp.
I don't think those are actual
I have to
endings,
say this,
though.
This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite
Because
rich.
I think we've tried
I
to
just hate to see it
just
go.
sit in our office before and not
Sure,
do
whatever I
anything,
come
and it
up
didn't.
with on the
There was no
next
special
go-around
ending, so
will be
I think
even
you're just making
better.
stuff up again.
My goodness, only 34 seconds left. I'm enjoying this so much.
Imagine how they had to like
You know what?
time
The
that.
hell
That's
with it.
crazy.
I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
What?
These are precious.
An extra
additional
minute and a
seconds.
half? Are you kidding
Time
me?
doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me.
Oh
what's the
come
matter,
on!
Stanley?
How much am
Is
I
it
gonna
that
have
you
to wait
no
here?
idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button.
I'm assuming
screen to
that, like-
screen, clicking on every little thing in this
No, I'm
room.
not. I'm just-
These numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button.
I'm
Or
assuming
this
that pressing
door.
off will actually turn it off,
Anything,
but
something here will save me.
no.
Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this
I didn't even
place is?
think of doing that. I thought we just had to.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your...
All right, 50 seconds.
You're
This is
only
gonna.
still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
There we
Take a look
go.
at the
30
clock,
seconds.
Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it
Nope.
count, or don't. It's all the
All
same to
right.
me, all a part
10,
of the
9,
game.
8,
And believe me,
7,
I will be
6,
laughing at every second of
5,
your inevitable
4,
life from the moment
3,
you fade in until
2,
the moment I say
1.
happily ever
Happy New Year. There we are. I'm noticing most of these endings are just about us dying. Not really a conclusive ending for the most part. See,
All
what the
this
fuck?
coworkers have gone.
This is
What do you
different.
mean?
See,
Stanley
this is what I'm
decided to go to the
talking
meeting
about.
room. Perhaps he had simply missed
Why
the
is it
memo.
different between
No
different
matter how hard
attempts?
Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his
What's the
coworkers.
significance of that? What the fuck? It's not like this means anything. Why is it that... Okay. New content? Wait, what? Holy crap, it is actually...
Oh, new content? What does that mean? New content?
What in the world? Holy crap, it actually matters. Also, why is there like boxes that are blocking off that random portion of the... Okay, whatever. Sure, over here. Oh my gosh, I didn't think this would... I didn't think it would be different between different attempts. Okay.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Okay. So this is literally...
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
I wonder how much more, though.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling
What if
new
it's a
adventures
joke and
await
there's just,
in
like, nothing?
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
That's like nothing, isn't it? There's gotta be some, like, punchline to
Okay,
this.
so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a
Yeah, it's gonna be some kind of... Yeah, it's gonna be some kind of joke.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere?
Oh my
there we go.
god.
All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious.
I can almost kind of tell that it's new recordings,
Let's
actually.
see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
It's just very slightly, because obviously these were recorded later. These voice lines.
All right. All right, let's see. It's
The jump circle.
the jump circle.
Oh, you can actually jump in this... That very specific... Okay. Wow. Ten, 9... It's gonna be New Year's again, guys. And now you just can't jump anymore. Okay. Oh, this is ridiculous.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Okay. Oh.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley?
Oh my
This
god.
is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason
I'm
other
sure
than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of
Probably the
craftsmanship that's
other,
gone into
like
it.
some of the
In
other
fact,
endings that
I'm
we've
looking
already
right now
seen.
at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off
wonder
on
if that's
this?
actually true.
I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up
my
to such
God.
expectations. If you're still with
What I was saying
we'll
though.
just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Okay, and it's literally okay. What I was trying to say though is that I'll bet. Yeah, see what the. It's literally just. Is it randomly generated? And now there's a picture of what it was? What the hell is going on? Seriously. Like, and now...
Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
But then you could also...
Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a dork anyway, so who cares?
Is that it? Does he not say anything else?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
damn it.
He entered the door on his head.
Damn it! Wait, hold on. Fuck. Begin the game again. Please say that it's... Okay, thank God. Because I did actually want to do that. I just wanted to see. Because it blocked behind me. Yeah.
Come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Okay. What is it, dude? That says coffee nut. Okay. Okay. What's down here? I'm actually realizing, because, yeah, it did say vent on that thing that we saw in the museum. I guess it said option 1, 2, 3, 4.
How cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra
So I guess
Deluxe
maybe
content
there's
turned
4
out
different
to be,
layouts of
but
the
it got me
room.
thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
This is the
So
new
I
content.
made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find
Oh
it.
my god.
Just our little secret. Take a look.
Oh my god. What in the world? What?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful
Greatest wealth
Stanley
is
Parable
memory.
was before it was sullied with a cheap
Don't forget the Stanley
re-release?
Parable.
Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then,
Audience
it
Award.
all meant something.
2014 Independent Games Festival. Oh, that's nice. Stanley, the British Academy of Film and Television Awards. Proud awarded to The Last of Us in the category of story. That's funny. Memory, Sweet Memory. 2013 with the Stanley Parable release. 2013 on the clock. Oh my god. Over My First Kiss, My First Car, the release of the Stanley Parable 2013. It's just different pictures. Violence, the original remake. A good time. This is so stupid. Smile because it happened. Stanley Parable alpha test. Trip down memory lane. Oh, that is the music I was gonna say. Just a dollar bill framed. Okay. Stanley Parable demonstration. Unachievable. It is impossible to get this achievement. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. Are these actual achievements? Also, this one is crazy. The fact that this game is literally impossible to complete because of that. That's insane. Nominee, British Academy Games Awards 2014. Debut game for the same event. And for story. Okay. Los Angeles Times, Stanley Parable deals tough choices. Oh my god. Oh, what's this? What?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable.
Aw.
Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Is this even a real review? Says nothing is, but they come close. I think this might actually be a fake review. I thought it was for a second. How do you review games like Stanley Parable? Describe any one part of it is to risk its ruination. To detail what the game has to say about game design, there's no choice in the psychology of the gamers to tell you too much. Comparisons, too, are going to be woefully inadequate. Perhaps its closest cousin would be Dear Esther, but where Dear Esther wastes the form of interactive entertainment, Stanley Parable uses and then subverts it. Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and exceeds. That's the same sentence before. Even so, holding the game to the standards of any other title is simply not going to be correct. So how do you review what is come to known as the Stanley Parable HD, the full-scale reimagining of one of the most intriguing mods available online? How do you discuss it, analyze it, and then recommend it? That's quite simple. You don't. But you already did. You just did. Oh my god. What even... Okay, we can go down here, apparently. Memory zone maintenance. Oh, okay, never mind. Begin again. Tasteful, nostalgic. It was good. Title screen. The buttons. Person of the year. Oh, this is the actual behind the scenes. Wow, okay, cool. This game has become so meta that now it's like reflecting and commentating on itself. Like its past and its history. That's how crazy it is. I mean, for them to add new content in this update, like, that makes sense. For them to go down that route.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is
Ken, is this actually it?
Commentary on the nature
This is
of
actually a review, but I don't
and
know.
one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content.
Maybe that is mine is real, actually.
To spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Okay, over... Oh. Oh, wait, I can't go there. The Serious Room 2013? But I can't go there. It's blocked off. I can't go there. Where do I... Oh, okay, I can go here.
These were simpler times, Stanley.
I want to go there.
To go back, to have it all over.
Go to the
again.
Serious Room. Oh, we can go here now.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years.
Oh my
I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing.
No, but they're not, aren't they? Oh my gosh. Not recommended.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
I guess this looks like a freaking, like, war zone. Look at this place. This looks like the canceled war zone that was, like, gonna be in the game, but then didn't, honestly. Jesus. Recommended.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. It wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Where do I go now? Go back the way I came? Hey, do I go here? No, over here, okay. Is this where I go? I think? Yeah, okay, I think so. This is a really cool, like, well-designed area here. Just, like, atmospherically, I think it's really cool. What's this?
To say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means you strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable.
Jesus.
That's my motto today, and it's always been my
What is that?
I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley.
Okay.
Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Okay.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to
1 in the morning,
Well,
I
don't
think.
sit around waiting for
Or in
me
the
to shut
afternoon.
up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end.
I don't care what you're
At which
saying.
time,
I'm gonna.
everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah.
Nope.
Blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much, and it can't be just yet. No, no, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards,
Not a
the
chance.
deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture.
How
It
much
went
did they
on for
write?
Nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say, the story and the choices.
Oh, does this just
and therefore, by
repeat?
becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once.
Okay,
so,
yeah, no, it's
now you
literally
see,
just
blah,
repeating.
Blah 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 blah.
Oh my
blah,
God.
blah, blah.
Okay,
We've eaten
fine.
too much and it can't be.
There.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly. What you think? Okay, so my theory is
It's
that
just gonna
any
go
choice
again.
you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the
That's
person
so
who you are,
dumb.
or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying
So I skip
nothing,
again. Because I'm assuming he's just gonna repeat again.
well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement
my-
a new feature.
It's
Okay, Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I would suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated,
Oh my
and we
God.
can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did
Oh.
the door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten
Now he's
into
gonna
the room?
ramble again.
I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window, or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there? I swear there was. Where did it go? Can you maybe just ram your way through a wall? Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave? Please, I'll take any option at all. I'm asking you to work with me here. We need a door. We need a door of some kind. I can work with any kind of door as long as it can open and lead from one room to another. I'm going to step away for just a moment, and I'm going to try to find us a door. I don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall, but I will find a way, I promise. You just need to not do anything. Don't press the skip button. Please, please, please do not press the skip button. Just wait here for me, and don't press the skip button. Got it? Yes, good. I'll be right back.
But then this is gonna obviously just go on infinitely, so...
Stanley, Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
12 hours?
You've just been frozen
That's
there.
crazy.
I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here, and more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it.
Assuming it's just this loop, so I'm not gonna wait around.
You're back. You're back. Oh my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Sitting here, not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking, and you saying...
I mean, yeah.
Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing?
Yes.
Me just talking?
It
It
has.
isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore.
Wait.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through.
Oh my
I've had
God. Look at
so
the
much
plant.
time.
It's rotted
I stopped
away.
keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place
A
and not moved for
year?
an entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with,
There's
there is only the
describe it for
there
you.
is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret.
He's gonna
for
keep
the
on
longest
droning
time,
again.
Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all.
Oh my God, is he just flat out not here? Holy crap, is he just not here? Is he dead? Oh my God. I was thinking maybe he would come back with like an older voice or something, is where I thought that was going. I didn't think we'd skip ahead that far. Oh. What's that beeping noise? The clock is on the floor somehow. Seriously, where's that coming from? It's quieter over here, so I think it's like over here.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the
Wait,
human
what?
condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First,
How is
didn't
he
entertain
here?
us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency. It's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing.
I don't think he's gonna notice we're even here. Okay. What now? Now I can't even click the button. Oh. Okay.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Jesus.
Is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
Now it's taking me a while to actually
never the end,
click is never the
end.
button. Yeah. Which is awkward. That's scaring me now. That I can't even go past these. Oh my god. It's crazy. Oh, there's light seeping through. We can actually make it out of here. If we were to, like, climb up through that pipe and up there. But I guess, again, we can't just do that. There's now greenery here. Okay. Alright. And now that greenery has turned into... Wait, what? How? How? What even? Is there like... What? What in the world? Again, this is just creepy. What's even those screams? And now it's tilted like this. Holy... But we can escape! I don't think there's any... I don't think that's turning on anytime soon. But holy crap. Okay, now we can actually walk out of here. And it's just... Oh my god. Literally just skipped forward until the end of time. What? You can climb on top of this, right? Yeah, no, you can't. Okay. Oh my god, this music is awesome. Seriously, this music is so good. Holy shit. Where do we even go from here? It's not like there's a way for me to walk. And there you go. That's it, right? Yep. Uh-huh. And now we're back here.
All of his co-workers were gone. Stanley decided to go to the meeting.
Part of me
room.
almost
Perhaps
wants
he had
to end it.
seen Mr. Memo.
Almost wants to end things there. Actually, you know what? Just to be absolutely sure. Let me go ahead and check. In terms of like, hold on. Stanley Parable Ultra. Just in terms of like how much of the game we have to go from here. Just that way we know. Main objectives. Jesus, isn't that? Okay. Yeah, jeez. Huh. Okay. Yeah, how much? I think we will... I don't know what we do. I think we'll call it there, actually. I think we'll just call it there. We're already at the 2-hour mark. I think we'll just call it there. Why not? And I mean, and I guess there's no saving, so yeah, no, quit the menu. That is pretty crazy. Oh my gosh. That was a really, really weird experience. Is the only way I can phrase it. That it's not. There we go. That's the only way that I honestly could have like phrased that. It's just such a. That was just such a strange experience, honestly. Like at parts it was really, really funny, but then at other parts it was very somber and like just strange and like creepy at times. That was very odd, actually. And there was a lot of talking in it, honestly. That wasn't really much of me actually commentating so much as it was just like reacting to everything the narrator had to say, honestly. And the times that made the times where it was quiet like a little bit more special, I guess, because it was just a lot of time without him talking. But yeah, that's gonna be it, honestly. In terms of the schedule for the rest of the week, tomorrow we're gonna be going back to Danganronpa, which should be pretty nice, starting up chapter 6. I don't really know what's gonna happen there. Sunday should be more of this game. Honestly, I thought we would maybe... This game would be shorter than I thought it was going to be. Maybe it's going to be a lot longer, though. Who knows? Then Monday should be Danganronpa. Wednesday should be Danganronpa. And then if we don't complete Stanley Parable by Sunday, then next Thursday should also be Stanley Parable. So yeah, that's going to be the schedule for the foreseeable future. Thank you so much to everybody who tuned in, everybody who's still here throughout the rest of the stream. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day or night. Thank you all so much for everything that you've done. Hugs and kisses to you all. Take care, everybody, alright? I'll see you back on Sunday for more of this, if you want to see more of this, and then Friday for Danganronpa, alright? So I'll see you Friday. Okay. Bye-bye. If you ever miss any of this, you can always check it out on the VOD. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.